Hello and welcome to Woody's Musical Isolation Roundup, a show where I try and distract myself from the boredom of isolation and, with some rambling, try and describe the music I've been listening to each week. I really thought I'd struggle to listen to music again this week, however, making sure that I've got my headphones with me at all times so I can listen to tracks when I can, and the thought of having to do these roundups has really spurred me on. The music we've got this week includes some prog metal from the likes of Catatonia, we've got some post-rock from the likes of This Will Destroy You, and we've got some crazy, wonderful, fun, brilliant, heavy, euphoric, awe-inspiring music from Canada from the likes of the one and only Devin Townsend. So let's get into it. So first off, on music I've been listening to in isolation, we have Catatonia with City Burials. City Burials is the first album from Catatonia since the 2016 album The Fall of Hearts, and honestly, I think it's been worth the wait. The first track, Heart Set to Divide, initially got me into the album, and each subsequent track builds on that initial response and adds something new. There are moments on the album where it's not quite as heavy as previous Catatonia efforts, however I think the vocals of Jonas Renks really make Catatonia what it is, and it's no different here. Additionally, I've also gone back into the back catalogue of Catatonia and I completely forgotten how much I love the album The Great Cold Distance, especially the song Soil Song, which has a brilliantly meaty riff that I simply can't get out of my head. The next band I want to talk about are This Will Destroy You. Last week, after listening to a suggestion from a friend of something ridiculously dark and heavy, something I was completely into and may come up in subsequent episodes of the show, I realised that it wasn't quite the right time. The sun was out and I needed something different. I racked my brain and the first thing that came to mind was This Will Destroy You's first EP, Young Mountain. This Will Destroy You are one of the first bands that I got into post-rock with, and the group of songs on Young Mountain really speak to me. It's perfect for chilling out in the sun and also for relaxing in your room, and it's full of hope and excitement, and it's something that I think we all really need right now. What I didn't know, and doing a bit of research for this found out, was that Young Mountain isn't actually an album, it's an EP, and it's a self-recorded demo, effectively, and I'll be honest, it's a perfect one at that. So last but not least, we have Devin Townsend. Essentially from the beginning of lockdown, Devin has been quite active on certain social media platforms, YouTube and Twitch, with daily releases of bonus material from albums past and things he's been working on. Additionally, he has started doing some podcasts to go into depth of certain albums of his, with the albums Ocean Machine, Infinity, Physicist and Terror online so far. There's plenty of things for people to dive into, and something that I really want to promote is that he has also been live streaming concerts over the past 3 weeks, which he is selling tickets for the initial live version of those, and donating that money to various causes around the world. Over the last 2 live streams that he's been doing, he's raised over £60,000 for each of them for the Vancouver Hospital Foundation 2 weeks ago, and the NHS Trust last week. He has one more concert to go, which is going to be airing on Saturday the 2nd of May, with everything being donated to the North Shore University Hospital in New York. He has been posting the shows up for free online, so don't worry if you can't really afford to pay for a concert right now, and I would highly recommend going to watch both of those that are up currently, and he's an incredible musician, and it's really fascinating watching him do what he does. So, roundup of the roundup time. Hopefully you're still with me. Thank you very much if you are. This week we've had some new music from Catatonia, we've had some older music from This Will Destroy You, and some very tricky to categorise music from Devon Townsend. Something that is worth mentioning, when this goes up on the 1st of May, Bandcamp are waiving their fee for both artists and labels on their site. So if you purchase songs or our albums or merch from Bandcamp, 100% of those proceeds go to the artists and labels involved. Having a look, I could only find This Will Destroy You on Bandcamp. However, there are thousands of musicians that need our help right now, and if you fancy something new to add to your collection, I highly recommend doing it while this offer is on. If you miss the 1st of May, it appears that Bandcamp are also doing this offer on the first Friday of June and the first Friday of July, so mark those dates in your diary. Other than that, thank you very much for listening. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments, and stay safe, and I will see you next time. Bye.